Meghan Markle in dismay after a royal fan engaged in an argument with her, calling her a disgrace to royalty. Sources confirmed that Meghan Markle breaks out in tears after receiving hurtful words from royal fans. She could not believe that a mere royal fan whom she considers a commoner would address her in such manner. This was the height of it all. After this encounter, Meghan got to realize how meaningless she is to everyone. At first, Meghan was given the respect she deserved, but with all her recent actions and atrocities, no one seems to respect her anymore, not even royal workers nor royal fans. Sources also claimed that Meghan has stood so low to the point of going around begging people whom she ought to be of assistance to them for help. With the position she occupies in the royal house, she was supposed to have everything at her disposal and do whatever she wants to. But she has abused these rights following her irresponsible actions and behaviors. Now, she's asking help from people she ought to help. At this point, Meghan happens to be so desperate and ready for any consequences which may arise from her actions. Meanwhile, the king just wants Prince Andrew to retire and not cause him any grief, a royal expert has said. That's the verdict of Daily Mirror royal correspondent and the Royal Beat contributor, Russell Myers, who has dissected what could happen next for the disgraced Andrew. The Duke of York's place within the upper echelons of the royal family remains under review by King Charles, who is continuing to shape how the future of the world's most famous family might look. The 63-year-old was banned from appearing at this year's Order of Garter event, one of Buckingham Palace's most prestigious events that sees the king and the knights process in grand velvet robes and glistening insignia. It comes as Andrew has endured a torrid few years in which his popularity with the public has sunk to unprecedented lows after a number of scandals, including his friendship with paedophile Jeffrey Epstein. And Mr. Myers spoke about the problems facing Charles as he decides how best to proceed with his brother in a stripped-down monarchy he wishes to install during his time as king. Speaking on the Royal Beat, Mr. Myers said Andrew's omission from the historic event this week demonstrated how the Duke of York had been stripped of everything. He continued, he wasn't included in the Order of the Garter procession. Last year, the Queen sort of banned him. It was deemed that it would be unsavory to see him in the procession. He did attend the lunches afterward at Windsor Castle, and he was allowed to wear the robes during the coronation. But he wasn't seen this time. It's an interesting situation for the king. How much does he want Andrew to be seen in public? And the answer to that question was clear for Mr. Myers, who added, I suppose he just wants him to try and retire and not cause him any grief. He'll just hope that Andrew sort of fades into the background.